This is it. Guys, we've taken down every single trainer in the Kalos region. No one, not a single person, has been able to defeat us. But the same goes for the champion. So it comes down to this. Which one of us is truly the strongest trainer in the Kalos region? It's finally time to take on the champion in her domain, in the Radiant Chamber of all places. Things don't get more intense than this. The two strongest trainers in the entire region are going head to head. Welcome at last, dear trainer. As you know, I am the champion, Diantha. Oh, but you're the child I spoke to in Luminos City and Cormoraine City, aren't you? Then that means that you're also the one that dear Augustine said. Oh, of course. How could I? Oh, I must look like such a fool not to recognize you sooner. You and your Pokemon are the ones who stopped Team Flare for us all. It seems wrong of me to say that, but thank you. You've saved us all. I can't wait to see what you and your Pokemon are capable of now that I know exactly what it is you've done already. And it all comes down to this, the final battle with Diantha, who is no pushover. She's an extremely powerful trainer. But then again, so are we. Her first Pokemon is going to be Halacha, a fighting flying type, which is going to be nothing. He's just nothing. And okay, Vivi is going to use a Psychic Attack. This should be a one-hit KO against this thing. However, it's going for the X-Scissor, which isn't actually going to be super effective. It's going to practically do nothing. So, yeah. Goodbye. It's nice knowing you, little guy, but you're nothing compared to our starter Pokemon, who, well, is kind of fitting to be the first one to battle, since Fennekin is the Pokemon that started this entire adventure. And our next Pokemon is going to be a Tyrantrum. This is a rock dragon type. It is the fossil Pokemon we chose in the very beginning of the game, and helps us defeat the second gym leader in its full evolved form. However, it's nothing compared to Excalibur, the legendary sword, and then we're going to go into sword form and use our Iron Head attack to take it down in one hit. You got nothing against our legendary sword Pokemon after all. And okay, her next Pokemon is going to be a Goodra, which could be a bit of a problem. However, Cecil is single-handedly the strongest Dragon Slayer in the world. This Goodra may have extremely high special defense, however, none of its dragon attacks can even scratch us. Despite this thing being level 66, it's actually kind of a high level. And the Fire Blast is going to go through, and it's going to do pretty decent damage. However, this Moon Blast is just going to do way too much damage. And the Goodra is going to get down to half HP. So even if it does hit us with another Fire Blast, we'll be perfectly fine. Speaking of the devil, here it comes, and relatively no damage. Huh. The Moon Blast is going to connect and take down the Goodra, which is kind of underwhelming, to be perfectly honest with you. Thought a champion would have a much stronger Pokemon. I suppose not. Now let's see, her next Pokemon is going to be Aurorus. Now, just as we did in the second gym, Jackie is the best chance we got against taking this thing down, since as you know, it is a rock and ice type. So Jackie, all you gotta do is hit one Hammer Arm, and this thing is out of here, and oh my, this thing actually looks extremely powerful when it's fully evolved. But I believe in my Pokemon. We've gone on such a powerful adventure, taking down so many people, that I just believe at the bottom of my heart that we can take any challenge that is put in front of us. And as I predicted, Jackie one-hit KO'd it. Now our next Pokemon is going to be Gorgus, which, necessarily, I can't think of one other Pokemon that could take care of this grass type, other than Grog, our go-to guy if ever we need a poison-type move. So this thing is a ghost and grass type. However, Sludge Bomb is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. Now Trick or Treat is going to basically turn us into a ghost type, which is sort of annoying since this Sludge Bomb won't be stab anymore, but it's lovable. Seriously. We're gonna, oh goodness, here come the full restores. I guarantee you though, if we were still a poison type, that would have been a one-hit KO. Just goodness, he's just his poison attacks hurt so much. This Pokemon is honestly a little underwhelming. It really shouldn't be sweeping you. Just simply use fire moves, dark moves, ice moves even. It's all around just weak to too many things. And alright, we just need to hit it with, oh my gosh, why 3 full restores? I mean, this Pokemon can't do anything to me, but I just can't seem to kill it in one hit. Hey, it's poisoned, alright, that works. Not for me. We're actually faster than, wow, could its HP be any lower? Goodness, okay. It's gonna use Phantom Force. It's gonna be invisible for 1 turn, which isn't the end of the world. It's gonna die from the poison. So, because you decided to stall out and just use full restores, you kind of lose, Diantha. Not really the most optimal training, apparently. Seems rather fitting that I should be the Elite Four. Anywho, Gogurt wants to learn Air Release. We already have that move on another Pokemon, and her final Pokemon is going to be Gardevoir. Now, this is her strongest Pokemon. You need to be prepared. However, it's only fitting that her strongest Pokemon and my strongest go head-to-head, so we're tossing out Vivi for one final battle. As Gardevoir is also a Psychic and a Fairy type, so you gotta be careful, and it learned Blaze, which means its Fire-type moves will be amplified, which honestly isn't a big deal. However, Diantha is going to use her Mega Ring and Mega Evolve her Gardevoir into Mega Gardevoir. This may be simply a little bit difficult. It is a Fairy type. However, we just got the luckiest thing in the world. It got burned. And the Shadow Ball may hurt, but I believe we can tank it. Super. Okay, so it's all coming down to this. We just simply gotta defeat this thing, and we'll become the Pokemon League champion. And we did it. We defeated another Mega Pokemon. Is there anything our team can't do? I honestly don't think there is. And we did it. We have dethroned the champion. I'm so choked up that it's hard to know what I should say, but I'm so glad. At this moment, I was as good enough to be the champion. After all, it gave me the chance to meet and battle with you and your wonderful Pokemon. Now I understand why dear Augustine, Professor Sycamore, said he needed to get Luminos City ready for the new champion. But before I take you there, my dear Johnny, would you mind coming this way with me? Well, sure, Diantha. Guess this is sort of our initiation into becoming the Pokemon League's champion. Wow. I can't believe we did it, guys. We took down every obstacle in our path. Nothing remained. I'm so glad to welcome you in. This grand chamber is where you will enter the Kalos Region's Hall of Fame. This is where Pokemon trainers will live on forever, remembered always for giving their all in battle to the Pokemon League, and for all the glory and light that they shared with all. Come, Johnny. Your love for Pokemon and the way that those Pokemon gave everything they had in battle for you, we'll record them all right here for eternity. In the Hall of Fame, oh my gosh. Our starter Pokemon, Vivi the Fennekin. Our physical damage dealer, Jackie the Pangoro. Our special tank, Grog the Dragagly. Our all-around awesome ghost type, Excalibur the Aegislash. Our grass type, Gogurt the Go-Goat. And our fairy type, Cecil the Sylveon. They were all essential in getting here to the Pokemon League, and while conquering it. I could have done it without any of you guys. Man. This has seriously been one of my favorite adventures in all of Pokemon. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Man. Gosh. It's probably really lame to say, but I've actually grown very attached to all these people. But after a few days later, crowds of people gather in Luminos City to celebrate. What an amazing turnout. All these people are here to celebrate your achievements. I'd like to present to you with the honor of Kalos for the bravery you showed battling Team Flare. I'm so proud of you all. On behalf of the entire Kalos region, I'd like to say thank you. Battle with me. And that's right. Before the credits will even start, Az wants to battle us. So you think a legendary trainer from thousands of years ago will have extremely devastating Pokemon? Well, you're sort of wrong. This guy is, nothing compared to Diantha, and has honestly somewhat mediocre Pokemon if you ask me. How he even caught Pokeballs after Pokemon is sort of odd. Here comes the Stone Edge, which won't even kill me, because Torkoal's not honestly that tough. And yeah, it's kind of just funny. It's like, oh, we're in the middle of a parade, there's a band right behind us, you guys want to move this Pokemon battle somewhere else? Some people are trying to watch it, but I guess it's only fitting that, well, the champion battles here. And you know what, Golruck, let's just stay in. I'm honestly not even that afraid. I know that it's technically stronger than me in every single possible way, but I think we'll be okay. Let's go for... No, on second thought, I don't want to be a complete idiot. We're going to go into Jackie real briefly. It's because, well, I kind of wanted to show off Eevee and just how ridiculously powerful it is, but no matter how strong your Pokemon is, you have to, come to terms with the fact that some type advantages are not great. It's using Shadow Force, which is going to make it untargetable, which honestly isn't the end of the world. So we're just going to prepare a Crunch, and it avoided it. And Shadow Force is going to come out and just basically tap us on the back. Doesn't do any damage at all. And this next Crunch should be able to just kill it. This ground ghost type honestly isn't that intimidating, and he goes down just like everyone else. There is a reason why I'm the champion after all. A Sigilith. Let's actually It's kind of hard. Who should I use against this? I guess we just use Excalibur. That pretty much rounds off the beginning part of our team. Those are some of the earliest Pokemon we ever caught. Well, technically Gogurt as well. And the Sigilith, buddy, you're a really great Pokemon and all, but your Psychics just aren't gonna do a thing to me. I hate to break it to you, dude, but they're just not. And a Shadow Claw is gonna one-hit KO it with relative ease. And yeah, buddy, apparently you need to learn your type advantages because you're kind of a pushover. But hey, it was a good battle after all. I had fun. Did you have fun? Looks like you did. Ain't that something? Thank you very much for battling with me. Now I finally feel free. Free from the part of me, mirrored in sorrow, the part of me that built the ultimate weapon. Floette. It's been 3,000 years. His Pokemon was waiting all this time. Waiting for him to return to the man he was, the man who loved Pokemon, with all of his heart. And wow, that had a pretty nice conclusion if you ask me. The ending was pretty touching, not even gonna lie. For a Pokemon game, it's definitely come very far. The story in this game was, to be perfectly honest, pretty much my favorite. Sure, it does seem a little insane and kind of crazy why Team Flare would believe that they could just govern over the universe like that, but, you know, there's been more far-fetched things in media, and guys, this has been our first adventure into the Kalos region, and I sincerely have to thank every single one of you for encouraging me throughout the years just to continue my favorite hobby in the world, which is making Let's Plays. These adventures that I share with varieties of people have honestly just been the best thing to ever happen in my life. I know that sounds super cheesy and stupid, but ever since I've been starting making Let's Plays, I think every day of my life's been just a little bit more happier, you know? There's honestly just not a lot of downsides to making these videos, and they really just do fill me up with a lot of happiness that you guys enjoy them, you know? I don't know. That probably sounds like the most bullcrap thing you'd ever hear, but no, I'm being 100% sincere. Thank you all so much for watching and commenting and just leaving me with nice messages. I say it every Let's Play, but I can't thank you guys enough. You've honestly made me a much happier person, just in general. The amount of friends and awesome people I've met through this just honestly silly hobby, which I thought so many years ago just I'd quit doing in like a month or two, has honestly changed my life. And that sounds just, I know, so cliche and corny, but I'm being 100% sincere. Thank you all for following me on my variety of video game adventures, which sounds corny and all, but I don't know. That's honestly how I feel. I wake up every day just thinking that all you people are just so eager to see what I produce. And that just honestly makes me so happy. I guess I need another word for happy. But yeah, this game was honestly so much fun to do. It took me back to my childhood, just going through the various blades of grass and seeing what Pokemon are where and what they look like. It was honestly just so much fun, man. Wow, this game, honestly, I'm just thinking about it, this game had a lot of stuff in it. There was so many Pokemon, like, goodness, I just stopped just going, I just started using repels about halfway, or even before halfway through, because there are just so many different types of Pokemon. Man. And Mega Evolutions, I still can't get over that. And yes, if people are wondering, we will be exploring Mega Evolutions. I realized I didn't use a Mega on my team, and that's just because I thought they were a little too OP. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're not cool, but you gotta admit, they're a little overpowered. You know? I don't know. And yeah, this song right here is actually pretty touching. I don't know. It's pretty nice. It has lyrics. It's okay, you know. Music, oh my gosh, the music in this game. The music in this game is honestly, like, just been playing in my head throughout this entire, like, week or so. I think it's only been, like, 6 days, honestly. It's definitely my most productive Let's Play. Goodness, we just burned through it so quickly, it's ridiculous. Oh, man. And gosh, I never know what to say in these things. I've been doing this for so long, but it just feels like the end's already here. It's like, what even happened? I mean, I obviously know what happened because I edited and recorded it all and uploaded it, so... But I don't know, just crazy sometimes. And yeah, there's little sketches of the badges and the Pokeflute. And man, can I just say, the gym leaders in this generation were very, different. We had a rock climber, we had a photographer, a boy genius, a crazy woman that wanted to be a Pokemon, and a hardy ice person, I guess you could call him an ice climber that just loves Pokemon to death and wants to see that the best happens to them. Not to mention, as a guy living eternally for 3,000 years, he's finally been reunited with his beloved Pokemon. What a touching tail, honestly. And man, oh man, this game has honestly been great. I thought the last generation's ending was phenomenal, but this one honestly took the cake. We saved the world, we defeated all the gym leaders, and simultaneously became this region's new Pokemon League champion. And to think, we did this in all less than a week. It's pretty unbelievable. And heck, not to mention we caught a legendary Pokemon. That's kind of important too. Evil Tollman. You know, people seem to think you're a bringer of destruction. I think you're just a nice guy that's a little misunderstood at heart. And yeah, gosh, what a great game. Thank you so much, Pokemon Company, for creating all these adventures throughout the years. Gosh, this is so corny. I can't help it, though. This is honestly how I feel. I just want to thank every single one of you. I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did. If you haven't bought it yet, I highly consider it. This is a very great game, and honestly, you just can't experience it by watching it. Sure, seeing someone else experience it is plenty fun, but please give this game a try for yourself. And yeah, Pokemon Y has been completed. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in our next adventure.